Last episode was a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie. Last episode we lost some good team members, we improved a little bit of our movesets, and in today's episode we're not gonna go to Pastoria City, never mind, because we have to do the galactic thing here first. But we're probably going to reach Pastoria City, and we failed to capture the Lucaria, which means that everything in this entire place we're not going to be able to capture. But we're starting with a double battle, I think, with Dawn as our partner. So this could potentially be scary, but we did just give Thunder to Rythian, which has a real good chance of missing, I am aware. If I had a rain use, that would be a lot better. And now that I mention it, does Crash Awake have somebody with Rain Dance or Drizzle? Because if he does, maybe Thunder is actually very, very good against him. Because in the rain, Thunder has 100% accuracy, right? I'm not just imagining that. I think. I'm pretty sure. Because in Hail, maybe that's not the case anymore in modern generations. I feel like I'm misremembering at least part of this, but as far as I remember, in the rain, Thunder has a 100% accuracy rather than 70, and in the hail and snowstorms, Blizzard has a 100% accuracy, but Fire Blast doesn't have a 100% accuracy in the sun, which always annoyed me. But maybe I'm just misremembering stuff here. Maybe they took it out in more modern generations. I think Blizzard in Generation 1 used to have like 90% accuracy, and they lowered it, and then when the weathers were introduced, they got a faction it back, and it's complicated. I don't really use weather all that much at all in Pokemon, so I genuinely don't know. But if there's any rain going on in that gym, which suddenly very sad that doesn't affect him, of course. Oh, I'm stupid. I don't know what I was talking about anymore. I really don't have a clue. But today we're going to be doing this Team Galactic thing. We're going to... Let's try to use Thunder. We're going to speed through this battle a little bit, just because otherwise you're going to annoy the shit out of me. And Thunder you to death. And then we're going to make our way south. I already took on one trainer there, and I think I did not capture his Pokemon. Or did I capture his Shieldon? Was that Shieldon from the route south? Here? I think it might have been. That might have been Mark. And then we're going to get a couple more opportunities to capture Pokemon. I don't think any of those will be very useful for the upcoming gym. But at least we'll be able to get a water type in that gym. Which I think is a Floatzel. And Floatzel was actually my very first Pokemon at level 100 in Pokemon Platinum. I got a Buizel because Ash had a Buizel in the anime. First, of course, it was Dawn, but then they traded it to Ash, and actually Ash managed to evolve it. But Buizel, I really like Buizel because of the anime, and I got my own Buizel and I used it, and it became very powerful, which meant I used it more, which became... You know how Pokemon get to level 100, right? So, it was my very first Pokemon at level 100, and yes, it took me all the way until Pokemon Platinum to get a level 100 Pokemon, a legitimate one, anyway. Or it might have been my first non-legendary, because I think I had a level 100 Rayquaza, Potato, before that, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that was after. Maybe that was after. Probably wasn't after, because that would have been an Emerald, definitely, that I had that. I do remember going through the entire Elite Four with one level 100 Rayquaza to see if I could. And spoiler, I could, because that's fairly easy. Even for like a 10-year-old kid, that's fairly easy, because Rayquaza is just... I know I'm annoying a lot of people by switching back and forth between Rayquaza and Rayquaza. I'm kind of doing that on purpose now. So, yeah, Floatzel, I used it a lot in the optional battles in the post-game, against rematches against gym leaders, doing the entire post-game. Floatzel became my first level 100 legitimate Pokemon, at least a non-legendary one. And because I always still have a soft spot for Floatzel. And I always forget what to do in this part of the game. I think I'm just supposed to go south here and just go to Pastoria now, I think. Yeah, you definitely don't seem like somebody that had a Sheldon. So I probably wasted my encounter for this route, which honestly, that's fine. I'm going to avoid trainers though, because I want to focus on capturing Pokemon today. And I think that's going to take quite a bit of time, because we're already about 10 minutes in and I haven't been able to catch a thing. Also, that moment when you want to say single thing, but you just say thing with a little bit of an S sound to the... you get the point. So I'm going to skip over most of this route because I've already been here to get to Razorfang and I've already wasted my opportunity to capture a Pokemon here. This is going to be a single Shieldon. We could have had a higher level Shieldon, I suppose. Would have been something. The thing is, you already are a Steel type, aren't you? So you're going to be an issue to deal with. Only if we had something like, I don't know, a Lucario. I also still don't know why there... Is there not a special attack version of Swagger? I know why there isn't a special attack version of Swagger, I think. Because the damage you do against yourself doesn't get increased when you have higher special attack. But that should be based on the stats that you're using the move type of, if that makes any sense. At least in my opinion, it should be. So if you're going to use Swagger, at least use it against my physical Pokemon. Like, if you use a special attack, the damage you do against yourself should be based on special attack. And if you use physical attack, it should be based on physical attack. And if you use a support move, I don't know how you would deal with that. I'm not a game designer. And then you could also introduce a physical variant of Swagger, which would be very interesting to have both of those. Maybe that's already a thing. Maybe, again, I don't know Generation 6 and 7 that well. I've played both of them, but not like very in-depth. Okay, so now we get Swaggered. Also, I swear to God, the chance of hitting yourself after getting confused by Swagger is at least, this is what I mean, it's at least double what it is usually. Because I hit myself in confusion an awful lot. I do. But I feel like when I get Swaggered, I always constantly just keep hitting myself in confusion. And I don't know why, because by all accounts, it's just confusion. It's not like poison and toxic in the actual game code, but somehow I feel like I'm just missing something, because I broke through there, and oh my god, even with that attack raise, that did freaking nothing. I do at speed, so there's no reason for me to use quick attack. This should take out the Shieldon. Thank you. Imagine when, oh man, we just lost our wall last episode, but when Shieldon evolves, and even right now, but when Shieldon evolves into a Bastion, nothing is going to be able to kill that thing unless I literally send it out against a fighting type. Let's look at its stats. Mark, you're level 23, you're significantly lower level than the rest of my team. Yet, your defense and special defense are, I was going to say almost 60 and almost 50, but literally 10 apart. I didn't notice that right away. And it has Sturdy, which in this generation I think hasn't gotten the update yet where it actually prevents you from being killed in one hit, period. I think it only works against actual one-hit KO moves in this generation. I can never remember if that was a change that was introduced in Generation 4 or 5. I think 5. Generation 5 introduced a lot of important things, like repels, asking you to auto-renew. That might just be the biggest feature added in Pokemon ever. And I'm not even like being satirical or like sarcastic about that. I legitimately think that repels asking you to auto-renew themselves is a huge feature. So do I battle you? Okay, so I need to get the key first and then I can go in there and capture a Pokemon because there's a lot of trainers in there. It's a real good spot for grinding as well. So this is Route 213, this is Fellow Lakefront. So the key is somewhere around here. I'm the game director. You're working to fill in the Pokédex because that's literally what I made the game for. I'm actually working not to die. Also, I don't know why I decided suddenly to start reading dialogue with that specific guy. Or is this a trainer cafe? Yeah, this is a trainer cafe. Let me look up real quickly what the trainers have in here and let me decide accordingly. So it seems not all trainers that can be present here are present at any given time. So it's a little bit difficult to see which ones are which. There is a Laz though which has a Pachirisu, which isn't a great Pokemon, but it's an electric type. So we're going to hope that this is that specific Laz and we'll be able to capture a Pachirisu. And obviously take out the... this is potentially difficult. It's a double battle. I didn't count it being a double battle. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Let's take out the Chingling and then hopefully also the Machoke before anything bad happens. Chingling shouldn't be an issue. Chingling is very, very weak. Machoke I'm a little bit more worried about. I think we should be able to do this without any... Why does Mark get double the experience? Oh, because it doesn't have to split the experience. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, Machoke also taken care of. Okay. That's probably the most scary part of this battle done. But still, I'm a little bit scared. Okay, so Bronzor. And Buneri. I guess we're going for Buneri. I don't know if this will... Okay, so you use Endure. That's actually very good for me, because if Bronzor dies to this, which it very well might... Wow, it doesn't. And it's definitely not going to die to this. Okay, this is an interesting predicament. Because I don't want to kill the Buneri. I really want to capture the Buneri. Definitely you're taken out. But I need to damage it anyway. So let's try to use Confusion. Assuming that won't kill. I am 5 levels higher. And it is Stab. And I have a massive special attack. Oh god, this is going to kill, isn't it? I'm confused. I hurt myself with Confusion. Frankly, I don't mind. What? You've got to be shitting me. And when did Chris get dabbed? But what? What? No. No. I want to try something, so I'm going to save state real quickly. Can I throw 2 balls in? I think I can. I think I can. Okay, so I broke out of the first one, but what am I going to throw it? I can throw 2 balls. That's amazing. Can you do that usually in World Double Battles? That's amazing. I didn't know you could do that. I assume I can only do that because it passes through a certain check. Because usually in a World Pokemon battle you would only be able to throw 1, I presume. Let me go think for a nickname for this guy. Girl. Maybe slightly ironic after spending an entire episode talking about eating meat last time. Elena from Elena Joy, the YouTube channel is. I think she has like probably 300, 400,000 subs. I don't even know anymore at this point. Does a lot of like mental health and sexuality oriented content, which I like it. And the reason I went for Elena for Buneri's name is literally because I was like, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to mess up the gender of my nickname. So I'm going to literally, and this is going to sound very, very sexist, just choose the first female YouTuber I'm subscribed to I can see. And that was Elena. So Elena, welcome to the team. I need to battle somebody else to steal the Pokemon though. Nope. And this is already a different route. No, it's still Route 213. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I can get one on Route 213 and then... Let me check. I need to check. I need to make sure that I have the best possible wrong tab open. Let me check real quickly. Okay, so there is a guy with a Gyarados here. It's Fisherman Kenneth. The thing is, I have to get to him without battling any other trainers, which is possibly challenging. But if I can get there, obviously, I think this might be him. I think that might be him. Is it a resting house? Footprint reveal all. Let's just battle you. Let's just battle you. I think you might be the guy. You're not. You definitely don't have a Gyarados. So please look away. Please look away. Thank you. Okay. So we're just gonna fight you instead and see what you have. I only look at a list of trainers. I don't actually look at where they're located on the map. So you only have one Pokemon and it's a Glameow, which we already had one. So you're just telling me this is a colossal waste of time. That's what's going on here. That's... I mean, at least it's experience. But, you know what this button here does on my controller? When I press it, the game goes super quickly. Very much like that button. I'm getting a little, like, agitated here because I want to have a full team I can grind up for the next gym. So then the thing becomes, where's the fisherman I actually do want to battle? Because that was Dupe's Claws. Are you the guy I want to battle? Yes, you are. Okay, so this guy should have a Gyarados. Which, for the upcoming gym, actually not very important. But in general, Gyarados, very appreciated if I could get one. So please end the battle with your Gyarados. Don't get your Gyarados like up in the second Pokemon here, because that would be fairly annoying. Because I don't know what else you have, but really the only thing I really saw in your team was, you have a Gyarados, I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna steal it. So Mark gains a level. Mark wants to learn Swagger. Fuck no. Because I just know that if I'm going to Swagger anybody, then you're going to break through confusion. You send out Gyarados second, god damn it! I mean, just because it's quad effective and very powerful, it's very satisfying to just try a Thunder. And then when it hits, makes me feel the good feels. So what is your last Pokemon going to be? It's going to be another Remoraid. So I guess we get the opportunity for an auxiliary here. Yeah, sure. Let's try an Ultra Ball, because I don't think your catch rate is going to be too spectacular. Okay, the same fly has been bugging me for like a week now. And only when I record. When I'm not recording, he's just chilling. When I record, it's probably because there's like two very bright lights going on. That's why he's a lot more active when I record. But when I record, it's flying all around me. When I don't record, I never really notice him. So this Remoraid, who's gonna get the Remoraid name? So the reasoning behind this name makes no sense if you don't have a backstory for it. But it's Groove from Smooth McGroove, and that is purely because I recorded 2 episodes back to back today. This is the second episode I'm recording, and just when clicking off to go look at my YouTube subscriptions right now, I saw that my desktop audio, which means my game audio, was in fact not recording for the entire time. So I just did something that had to do with audio, which is music. So we have Groove to Remoraid now. And you will like it. So I'm not going to enable the game audio for this last like little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. In the past I've done a couple of videos where I put other game music in it and try to like do a little bit of like fun editing with it to where certain battles have unique music and music that fits certain towns, certain cities. I think I will do that for the first episode recorded, last episode with the gym, because it has the gym leader in it, and it's nice to have some like energetic music. For this episode, I'm probably just going to overlay one long track. But with that, we have a full team, so we don't gain anything by capturing any more Pokemon right now. And I want to focus on this team, level it up a little bit. I don't know what Crash Awake's levels are going to be. I presume around like level 34, 35-ish. So I'm going to be around... Well, probably all my Pokemon are going to evolve between episodes. Maybe Kadabra won't, depending on what level I'm going to aim for. But if Kadabra, like, if everybody's level 35, I'm going to get Kadabra to level 36 just so that I can evolve him into an Alakazam. Because otherwise he's going to evolve, he's going to level up on screen, and I'm going to have to wait an entire episode to Pokegen him into an Alakazam. So, but I don't know what the levels are going to be I'm going to be at. Maybe I don't even need to level up the 3 Pokemon I already had at a decent level, because these 2 gyms are really back-to-back, so I don't think there's a huge discrepancy in their levels. Until next time though, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have in fact enjoyed this video, which hopefully you have, even with the game audio thing. Until the next time, bye.